Woo. So there I go, running in my stinky sweater. I am. And I'm not really running, I know that, but you know, I want to be safe, and it's like I haven't slept, I told you. So I got home with those 128 gigabytes, and the formatting took me half a night, and good it took so long, because all the while I was going through my folders, throwing away things. You know, when I have created a Twitter, a YouNow, a YouTube, a whatever, with certain banners and profile pics, I don't need those anymore. So then the boring ones I threw away. So I'm not gonna reuse pictures, of course, and I'm not gonna keep them, of course, because they're all online. And if they're ever gonna erase the stuff I got online, which might happen, you know, I might actually write down that I'm gonna look at all my profiles and not just take screenshots, but like click around a bit to experience what it would have been like. So I always created like a Twitter just to stream on YouNow, and then kind of be, you know, able to log in with two different emails, or well, on YouNow then it created a new account as well. But also the good videos, the captures of my streams, I would put onto that Twitter, then later on go there and erase them. So it's like at the moment you're very proud of what you're doing. Nice video, you know, me fitnessing. But then you say to yourself, well, you know, it's a bit childish to keep these things, because it was good at the time when it was happening. No one was watching though, but it gave me the energy to do all that fitness stuff. The stomach workout that I was doing, not this summer, but the summer ago, was all financed by YouNow, because I was streaming 24/7. So when I was looking at myself at the computer, I was like seeing the progress. And when I wasn't on my page looking at myself, which was the case more often than the other way around, I would watch a video or whatever, but know that somebody might be watching me or might be checking out what I'm doing. So to me it was like, if I'm on 24/7 streaming, like when I wake up and, you know, always, then yeah, I gotta do the things that I'm born for. Move, you know, be fitnessing. Like right now I'm sweating, that's a good thing. And I have found out that my knee has gotten way better, because I'm actually using my body. So my knee, even though not really fit, has gotten stronger. It hurts sometimes when I screw it, and actually screwing is the right word. Like when I do a turning movement, like, you know, it could be when I'm laying in front of my laptop, when I'm cleaning myself after having been sitting on the toilet. It's really these things that hurt my knee most, because it's a you know, skeleton that can do a movement like this and not round like a hip or a shoulder. It's different with the knees. So there we are, a very funny construction. You know, we can actually wear soft shoes, but then when you slide within these shoes, or if you have winter boots and you don't slide within the boots but on the snow, what happens to my knee would be, it just goes too far in these rotationary movements. Rotations aren't good for my knee. I should always stick to this normal, you know, just the walking kind of movement, like a scissor, you know, opening and closing. So that one started hurting 2013, and it was inflamed, and then I got a remedy by a anthroposophic doctor, homeopathic, and that cream was just containing metal and some jelly to put it on. Like metal, why that? Well, maybe that region should get revitalized. So when you have metal somewhere, some more blood is gonna flow, and maybe some more electromagnetism of the world, the healthy one, is gonna help that knee to kind of rebuild itself. And then also, besides that, I took a lot of vitamin D for a while. I was just always taking in vitamin D, even though I'm not a doctor and it says overdoing this will end in death because you can poison yourselves, because this one is a fat bound as vitamin, and because of that you can intake too much and you don't pee it out immediately, so you would get tired and all of that until by itself it's gonna be diminished after a while, like months. So I was intaking quite a lot, like high dosages. I was intaking 4T1000. That is a 4 with 4 O's, international units. Not 400, not 4,000, 40,000. So my bottle has 30 milliliters in there, and I take the whole bottle in 3 days. So 3 bottles go in 9 days. If I do a kind of a cure, I haven't listened to the Cure for a while. It popped into my mind. So maybe they are useful for my movie. I'm not sure. But I want to have some strange people in my movie. Like there's one guy that gets to know my protagonist, and they actually will form a couple in the very end of the movie. So they are kind of both funny individuals. Funny in the sense that they, I see these things. There has a mice died. Oi. And I keep it there, I'm not gonna touch it. This is the home of the mice, and I don't have to go say, this road needs to be cleaned up, or you're not gonna stay there, or you died there and you want to be there. Probably, if I were a mice, I would like to stay where I die, because this is the flat of the mice. I'm walking in it, so I'm not gonna pick up diseases from it, and also it's none of my business. This mice is allowed to stay there just as long as it wants. The same with a snail on the steps to my house where I live at. It wasn't moving yesterday, and I went like, So then, I was like, okay then. But today I saw it hasn't moved at all, so it's dead. Now it's also dying right there in the middle of a top step.